Welcome back, tankers of Blitz universe. I was a bit hesitant to put this episode of Basic Blitz up on the channel, but because of the new supremacy mode I feel it can be worthwhile to have it over here. And I'd like to talk to you about moving up the tiers. I see several players in the game with quite a low win rate, and they go up pretty quick into the tiers, and I'd like to give an example of why that is a bad idea. This is my garage on the Asia server. As you can see, 2 tier 1 tanks, 1 tier 2 tank, and that tier 2 tank got one game done, a mastery badge, a top gun, a terrible hit rate, and it was bone stock when I bought it. It was part of the tutorial play a tier 2 game in it, and as you can see I have enough experience accumulated to research both of the top guns, and I think I'd need 1, maybe 2 more games to research the tier 3 T46, and that would mean that I would go into battle with a tier 3 tank with only 3 games done in the entire game. Of course I have an account as well on the EU server, so that's why I managed to scrape out a mastery. But going up the tiers, getting a tier 10 as soon as possible, that's not the goal of the game. Here are a few examples of people I've met in the game, and as you can see their win rates aren't that high, so to speak. These are people who have been moving up the tiers way too fast. As you can see, almost 1k of games in an IS-8 and only 43% win rate. And I'd like to give you some pointers on how to improve your gameplay and the things that I have done to get better. I realized I was not playing very well when I started visiting the forums, and the first thing I did was, the first thing I did to get my win rate back up was visit some websites with statistics. WoT Blitz is one. These are my stats currently. And those websites give you a lot of information on how you perform in certain tanks. They give you the win rate, but also hit rate, damage ratio, spotting ratio, etc. WoTBstars.com, it's not the only website. You also have blitzstars.com, gives basically the same information, but with some very cool graphics, as you can see here. And both websites also give you the opportunity to filter out certain tanks or lines. This is the Russian medium line I'm driving. And taking a careful look at those stats will give you pointers on what parts of the game you have to improve. So some recommendations to improve your gameplay and your win rate. First and foremost, focus on hitting enemy tanks. Do damage to them. You might not kill them, but you can wear them down well enough so that your teammates might be able to kill them. Because after all, it's one of the main objectives of the game. Kill the red team. That said, don't go in YOLO mode, but try to survive longer in battle if possible. This T-150 was taking that a bit too literally, as you can see from up here and also from the early footage. He was just sitting at the back inside a bush. I think he, after looking at the stats of the game, he fired 6 shots in total. So that's recommendation number 3, don't be afraid to get hit. You have to go out, otherwise you can't do damage. If you can't see enemy tanks, you can't shoot them. And that leads to my last recommendation. Above all, have fun and enjoy happy tanking in the game. Remember, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it's still a game after all. And there will be a lot of funny giggle moments if you just drive the tank and have fun, really. That's it all for now. Cheers, happy tanking.